all the time.
Breaking news right now on CBS 2 News at 5 p.m.
We begin with breaking news right now on CBS 2 News at 5. Crews are battling a structure fire in Long Beach where at least 2 people have been rescued.
Desmond Shaw is live overhead in Sky 2 now with more. Desmond.
Susie and Pat, you can see some huge improvement here off of Cherry Avenue north of the 91 Long Beach City fire. They may be declaring this one a knockdown because you can see just moments ago they actually shut the water off here from the overhead hose lines here. Still kind of smoldering at a building that's labeled as Titan Integrated Systems. That's some sort of computer networking company, but as I look around here at the scene, you can see what looks like some sort of a heavy industry business. So perhaps this was being shared with another business, but 2 people had to be rescued in this whole situation, and there had been some explosions, we understand, earlier inside this business as well. No word of any serious injuries on this or if anyone else was inside, but at least 2 people had to be rescued. But fortunately, it looks like Long Beach City Fire is beginning to get a handle on the situation. Live at Sky 2 overhead, I'm Desmond Shaw. Pat and Susie, back to you in the studio.
All right, glad to hear that. Thanks so much, Des. And more breaking news now. A school bus overturned in Santa Paula, rolling into a ditch. So this happened a short time ago on South Mountain Road near Glanville Road. 11 passengers and the driver were on board. We're told the driver and 2 passengers were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. No one else was hurt, and no word on what caused the accident. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pat Harvey.
Hi, everyone. I'm Susie Suh, in tonight for Jeff Vaughn. Federal prosecutors are getting tough now on dealers who sell fentanyl-laced drugs.
Today, 7 suspects are charged in fatal doses that killed 10 people in separate cases. CBS 2 Orange County reporter Michelle Gili is live in Garden Grove now with details on the cases and the federal charges. Michelle?
Pat and Susie, 3 friends who died on Balboa Island last October have now been added to the list of fentanyl deaths here in Orange County. And today, the U.S. Attorney and the DEA announced the arrest of a Costa Mesa man who is accused of selling them fentanyl-laced cocaine. And this overdose task force announced even more arrests.
Seeing my son's body put on a stretcher and then putting a bag over him and zipping him up.
Seal Beach's Perla Mendoza lost her only child, 20-year-old Elijah, to fentanyl poisoning. The investigation revealed that the pills he bought from a dealer he met on Snapchat were laced with the powerful and deadly drug.
And he ended up purchasing what he believed to be Percocet. And those Percocets were 100% fentanyl. There was 0 Percocet in that pill.
The dealer has not been caught. Law enforcement has told Elijah's mom that he may be connected to other fentanyl deaths in Orange County.
They sell fentanyl because it is cheap. We regularly see instances in which a street-level dealer continues to sell drugs after learning that their product has killed someone.
Today, federal authorities announced charges against 7 men who are accused of distributing fentanyl, resulting in the deaths of 10 people in Orange County. The alleged dealer in a recent case that killed 3 friends on Balboa Island last October has been arrested.
If you are a recreational drug user, you are at risk of a fentanyl-caused death. If you are someone just experimenting with drugs, you are at risk of a fentanyl-caused death.
In Orange County, fentanyl is the leading cause of death for kids 17 and under. This seizure of 200 pounds of fentanyl made by the Orange County Sheriff's Department this year was enough to kill every resident in the county.
Orange County has had a consistent increase in fentanyl-related deaths over the last several years. Since 2016, it's been a 1,600% increase.
In 2019, 34% of all drug-related deaths in Orange County involved fentanyl. The next year, that number nearly doubled to 64%. And in 2021, fentanyl was linked to 74% of Orange County's drug fatalities. Now, the latest stats that we have from 2021 show the number of fentanyl-related deaths here in Orange County at 695 people. And I should also tell you that there is a mandatory minimum prison sentence for any drug dealer who is convicted of these fentanyl-related offenses. It is 20 years. That's the latest live here in Garden Grove. I'm Michelle Gili. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Michelle. An Irvine man has been charged with stabbing his co-worker and that co-worker's roommate to death in their Anaheim apartment just 3 days ago. 26-year-old Rami Fahim has been charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 enhancements of lying in wait and the personal use of a deadly weapon. Prosecutors argue he stabbed 23-year-old Griffin Cuomo and 23-year-old Jonathan Baum in their Stadium House apartment early Tuesday morning. Fahim and Cuomo apparently worked at the same wealth management company. He's being held without bail. He is set to be arraigned next month.
We now know the name of the pilot killed in a small plane crash in Sylmar on Wednesday. 62-year-old John King died when his twin-engine Cessna crashed on an embankment next to the 210 freeway. He was the only one on board at the time. NTSB investigators are now trying to figure out what may have caused the crash.
Well, there are a lot of long faces behind masks at LAX as the county reimposes the mask mandate on all indoor transportation facilities. TSA and gate agents were handing them out in droves because so many travelers weren't aware of the sudden change. CBS 2's Tina Ezzedine has the story.
Well, it is a bit confusing, so please allow me. In the terminal, masks on. Once you get on the plane, you can take it off. Look here at LAX, where people are arriving, a little bit confused. Some have the masks on, some don't. Now, this new order applies to LAX as well as Hollywood Burbank Airport. Long Beach also expected to follow. And let's not forget the taxis, Ubers, and Lyfts to get here. Masks on, of course.
Do you have one or do you need one?
No, I'll have one. Okay.